Welcome to 5 Stripe Weekly. In this episode, it's the third edition of the Soccer Trivia Showdown. And there's finally Atlanta United news to talk about. All that and more coming up. Welcome to the show, 5 Stripe fam. I'm AJ and this is Tanner and Marc. Before we get into it, become a member of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button on YouTube or hop over from Facebook and subscribe. This segment is sponsored by Thinking Man Tavern, a cozy Decatur neighborhood pub. Grab a tasty beverage from a wide variety of selections and a plate of something delicious from the menu. To go, check out Thinking Man Tavern. Follow our Twitch for new streams and surprises on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/ATL UTD FanTV. So guys, there's finally Atlanta United news to get into. Some hard news, really, I guess one could say. But Atlanta United players have finally begun individual training at the Atlanta United training grounds. And yeah, you see the likes of Pity Martinez, Ezequiel Barco, training in their own quadrants, going against the wall, going on against cones and standees and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful sight to see. You also have the media team dropping drone footage of the training grounds with the sunset. It's beautiful. But yeah, there are protocols in place, and it's making sure that the players are still training safely. But we're one of, I believe, 4 clubs in MLS that are able to train at the moment. You know, we're pretty much one of the 4 first, really, and so it's kind of beautiful in a sense. But obviously, you know, the other unbeautiful part is that yeah, it's still within this pandemic, and it's still fairly dangerous out there. But what do you guys feel about this and you know, the individual training that you saw today on Wednesday, May 6th?
I mean, I don't know. It still feels like we're a long ways off, honestly. You know, in terms of, you know, just what's coming from health officials in terms of projected cases and, you know, and everything that comes with that. It still feels like sports in general is secondary. But, you know, at the same time, I guess there's kind of a push, maybe a little bit of momentum where, or maybe, I don't know, maybe leagues are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's hard to say. It still feels kind of early. I mean, like, I get the, you know, we need to reopen eventually, and like the leagues do need to continue at some point. But yeah, it feels a little bit early. But I guess individual training, you know, as long as they're staying within the guidelines, you know, I guess there's not too much harm being done.
Right, and yeah, I mean, it seems like they're staggering the players as well, only allowing, I believe 6 or 7 per little session, and so really trying to keep that distance. And the next session would be on Friday, so yeah, maybe it gives them time to, you know, at least maybe clean up the kind of areas or whatnot. But how do you feel about it, Tanner?
I mean, I think it's cool for some of the players. I guess it gives them something to do, gets them out of the house, gets them somewhere where they can practice and kick a ball around a little bit. But as far as doesn't mean anything, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're just getting pictures of your players kicking a soccer ball because, like Marc said, I don't think they're any closer to playing anytime soon. I mean, until they start like full team contact training where it's like training back to what it was before this pandemic started, that's when I'll get excited because it's like, okay, they're working towards something now. So if they're doing this, you know, date must be getting close. But until that happens, I mean, I guess it's just, you know, giving them a little bit more space to get some fresh air and kick a ball, like you said, against the wall, like they did when they were kids in a sense. So, I mean, I guess it's good for them, but at the same time, I'm not super excited yet. It still feels a long way away.
Yeah, I think, but seeing the images definitely does get the blood pumping a little bit, where it's like, okay, you know, we're kind of progressing forward at least a little bit, and you know, the players get a little less stir crazy because I'm sure, yeah, these players, you know, they live and breathe football essentially, as we do, but they play it, and they obviously, you know, their training regimen is very much something that's part of their day. Us very much not so much. You know, the most we probably do is you know, a rec league, and so obviously, you know, for them the sanity is probably a lot better in a more safe and controlled environment instead of somewhere, you know, often some kind of obscure park where they're trying to hide away from people, and then some people show up, and then what do? They can't train anymore, right? So you know, at least they get some kind of, a little more kind of control time. But also, Darren Eales, the president, talked about the league coming back and whatnot and what they're trying to do. He said, in MLS, we had only started our season and only played 2 matches. Obviously, we have a longer runway as to how we can get this season going. We are putting everything on the table, whether it be neutral venues, a tournament to start the season, whether we extend the season or go into the next calendar year. We could play with or shorten our playoffs. We are agile, and we are a relatively young league, and we don't have relegation, so we don't have those stresses of how to deal with things other leagues have. So we are going to use every effort to get games played. So it seems like, on top of this, you have the news that essentially the season tickets, if you have season tickets, that if they don't play any of the games, they will roll over for the season ticket holders for the next season, but you will not get a refund. So it seems like they're making every bit of effort to get the season played however way. Which guys would you guys prefer? Which method? I mean, obviously it's contingent on when it's safe, but I mean, if it rolled out into the next year, would that be something, a possibility that you want to you guys buy into?
Well, I was listening to another podcast today, and it kind of raised a really good question, and it was just like, and it was a pretty close debate about, would you want soccer to start back without fans? And it was, I think, pretty close to 50-50. And I was thinking about that, and it's just like, I do really crave the sport back and having the teams playing again. But at the same time, it's like, but with no one there and it's just being empty, like having watched Man United play a closed doors game right before this all started in the Europa League, it just felt soulless. And it's just like, I really do want it back, but at the same time, without the fans, like it almost feels like irrelevant in a way. But I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see something, but I'm glad the club's at least rolling the season tickets over to next season. I think that's a brilliant move on their part, and doing that, because I just don't see how we're going to games anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Marc?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like even in games taking place with no fans, I think you have to realize how many people that requires when you think of the teams, the staff, the doctors, who else, whoever needs to be there in terms of the broadcasting, even like a slim broadcasting crew for a professional sports game is going to be a lot of people. So, in terms of like that even being a possibility, I think we're some ways away from that. And in terms of attending games, I can't imagine there being like fans, spectators at games before the summer ends, honestly. Like, that's just what it seems like from my perspective. So, I think it's a good possibility there will be at least some MLS games with no fans. And I know that like that's a big loss for teams in terms of revenue and all that. But I mean, the other option is to just not have those games. And maybe that's a conversation that MLS needs to think about as well. It's like just a shortened season in general with a shortened playoff. And, that's just like 2020. It's just a big asterisk. And then you just, next season, hopefully things will be back to normal.
Yeah, because I mean, you see it like in NHL or Major League Baseball when they had like a lockout or anything like that. Obviously, they just had a shortened season, and they still, whether they actually had a championship or not. I think it's more about just getting the season in, any part of it, if you can, and then you deal with the consequences later. Because, I mean, and it's also this, I always go back to this, saying that you can't really make money or take money with you if you're dead. So, what does it really matter if, it really is just, health and the, survival of people, I think, is what's really the most important. But, hopefully we don't get into, like, societal or, political issues too hard. So, we won't dive in to that. But so moving on, Atlanta United and Aberdeen FC, the sister clubs, they have pretty much said that they are very much open to a set of friendlies possibly between the two clubs after the COVID-19 lockdown, which would be very, very fun, interesting between them because, yeah, I mean, obviously there's already a partnership. There's already some money exchange in between the two already. Dave Cormack, I believe the president of Aberdeen FC, he is pretty much saying that, yeah, I mean, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, such a beautiful venue. He's also an LA United fan as well. Has been seen at the Benz before. Yeah, he wants that to happen. I think it's probably a pretty glorious business opportunity for both clubs. Would you guys like to see that?
Yeah, it'd be pretty dope. I mean, honestly, it'd kind of be a fun trip to go to Scotland and see Atlanta play somewhere over there. And then hopefully Aberdeen could come and play a match here at some point in time as well. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, another market to kind of grow into. You know, if we're going to be a worldwide club, you know, the brands, you have to grow the brand wherever you can. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, so other leagues around the world are thinking about opening up, and one of the first ones probably and most likely to open up would be the German Bundesliga. They are planning very, very soon, either May 16th or the 23rd, to pretty much have their league open up, or training rather, or no, it is the actual league. That's very, very soon. There's, some articles out there, like, if you want to get into Bundesliga, what team should you pick, whatnot. Those were rather funny. I believe, right before the show, we were doing a little pre-meeting, and Tanner, you were going off of some of them. You want to name some of those kind of ideas that?
It's originally from Twitter a few years back, actually, but there's just some really oddly specific flowchart choices here, such as are you interested in winning? Yes. Would you sacrifice all morals in pursuit of victory? Yes. Congratulations, you're a Bayern Munich fan. Do you want to enjoy good football? No. Schalke fan. It's the 60th minute. You're a goal down. Do you head to your luxury car? Yes. You're a Stuttgart fan. No. Are you insufferably arrogant on account of achievements in the distant past? Yes. Hamburg fan. Does fascist architecture appeal to you? Yes. Hertha Berlin fan. No. Do you enjoy experiencing all the highs and lows that life has to offer? Yes. You're a Gladbach fan. No. You're a Hertha. No. You're a Hanover 96 fan. It's just some really, really silly, funny things in there that are very oddly specific.
Yeah, and I think it would be absolutely a lot of fun, obviously, to maybe choose a team in Bundesliga and then have something to watch. It's pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's one of the top 5 leagues in the world for sure. So, to have one of those kind of get into the sports sphere would be awesome, because I mean, that would, I think, quench a little bit of the thirst for sports.
Oh, yeah.
And especially football for a lot of the football fans around the world. But some of the other,
I already have a Dortmund shirt, so Dortmund it is for me.
Yeah, Mark, you have a lead on anyone?
I don't know. Based on that flow chart, I'm thinking I'm a Gladbach fan, actually. So I like the colors. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the black and white's pretty dope.
Yeah.
No, it's
very
very sharp.
It's a very it's a mouthful of a team name though. Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
I'm sure they
team
have a
name right
nickname.
there. Whoopsies. I don't know if we're gonna have to censor that one, but that one just slipped out. Whoop.
But so Italy is another league that is they're kind of mulling over, but they still doubt that there's the possibility that they can start up anytime soon. They're one of the hardest hit countries for sure. And Spain, that they said on Monday that they could start training this week. England, they're still trying to discuss obvious, kind of ways to get it back together. I think they're really having trouble coming up with a solution there. But
Have you seen The Dictator?
Yes.
Because that was me and Mark just now, and it's just like the Premier League coming back, and we just look at the camera and just go, nope.
Liverpool fans weep.
But
Indeed. So France, they called off their season last week, and so yes, you have all sorts of different types of situations for different leagues around the world. Also, one of the first to kind of possibly return is the South Korean League, the K-League. Their baseball league is starting up again, and yeah, I mean, if you want to stay up until 5 a.m., that time difference is, sure, be my guest. You can quench your thirst for sports that way, but I think I'm gonna count myself out in that regard. Just a little too
Hard pass.
Yeah, I mean, sounds great, but yeah, it's just a little too overnight for me. But just a bunch of leagues are just mulling over what their situations are, but it seems like they are kind of very close to coming up with at least a conclusion. So, except for England, but yeah. So that pretty much does it for the news, and yeah, that we have a little bit of kind of housekeeping as well, in that we have the Twitch channel now, and so definitely come join us on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tanner is playing Atlanta United in FIFA career mode, and it's a lot of fun, lots of banter, and me and Marc are there and hanging out, and yeah, just come join us and have some fun. But yeah, that gets us to the kind of third edition of the Soccer Trivia Showdown. And this is kind of a rubber match this week, in the sense that this win, whomever gets it, would put them in pole position for whoever gets the third win first will get the cup. So, this is a pretty big swing match this episode. So, here we go. Same rules apply. Nothing has changed. So, here we go. Let's get that first kind of tiebreaker-esque question. So, you guys get a piece of paper or a marker and marker board.
I have the dry erase board. I don't have it this time.
Yep.
I miffed up.
All good, all good. Marc, you ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
You come ready. All right. Well, here we go. So, the question is, this first team player was a Stanford Cardinal. And so, you guys, yeah, if you know the answer, write it down and then say your name.
Marc.
Okay, Marc, show your answer.
Amir Bashti.
Hey, he's not in the first team.
Not in the first team. Okay, Tanner.
What's your
How long do I have?
You have, well, I mean, I'm going to probably change the question if you don't know it. So.
First team player, Stanford Cardinal, running through the Americans, you could potentially be a Stanford Cardinal. I've got nothing.
Got nothing. Okay, I will let you guys know a clue then real quick. Clue. All right.
first name, first
No!
letter, initial?
Okay.
Starts with an A. Whoever can say it first gets it. Bueller. Initials AJ. Whoever can say it first.
I'm forgetting.
Oh my god. All right, next question. You guys fail. All right.
Oh,
It was Adam
I
John.
remember now. I know the answer to this question. I know the answer to this
I
question.
just remembered
It's too late.
I just completely
Yeah.
spaced. It's Adam
too
Tanner.
damn
Adam
late.
John. Stop. Adam John.
No, it's too damn late.
No, I
Next
got
question.
it. I got
Nope.
it. We
I
saved
already
the
said it.
question.
I already said
Look,
it.
he's still new. We talked about it in our meeting in our Skype call
Oh
with it.
man,
But I
that's the part
completely
that
forgot
hurts.
because he's new. He's new to the team, and I was just like Stanford. I don't think
Talk
of
to
him.
him.
I know.
I mean, it's up to you, Mark. If you want to give it to him, that's fine, or whichever. But
Tanner can have it. I mean,
It's
like we all
going,
we
it's
knew it
like
at the
going
same
for Glow to the masked winger on the football ramble. If they get it as a group, see, it's a win. Like we got there eventually as a team, and
I think I literally said the answer right before you said it. So
no,
I mean,
you
maybe
didn't.
it was in
You
your
said
head, but-
AJ, and I said stop. No, stop. I definitely got it in before you said.
All right, fine. We'll give it to you. All right, so Here we go. So round 1 goes as this. 1 point for each correct answer. 3 questions, all worth 1 point, and are asked to both competitors. They need to write it down on a piece of paper or dry erase. The competitors will have 20 seconds to answer the question. If the competitor doesn't get the answer right, no points will be awarded, 3 points max. So, first question goes, to seal the victory over Boca Juniors in the 2019 Copa Libertadores, Pity Martinez scored the 3rd goal in the 3-1 win in what stadium?
Did we say our name? We're done?
No, this is where you have 20 seconds and we'll both show at the same time. All right. Okay, in 5,
Damn.
4,
This is a long ass. Yeah.
3, 2. Okay, ready? And say your answers.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah, yes, I just Santiago
Well,
Bernabeu.
let me see it. Let me see it. Okay, all right. You guys both have a point through the first question. All right.
My spelling's probably wrong. I don't care.
Yeah, forgive my handwriting.
If you judge this for spelling, I quit.
I won't. It just has to be close.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question goes as, this one's a tough one. This person started their career at SC Telstar.
SC Telstar.
As they made their professional debut.
Correct.
Okay. You said FC Telstar?
SC.
SC Telstar.
S as in super.
Right. Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You guys have any answers?
I've got nothing.
Michael Parkhurst?
Michael
No, that's not right. No,
I was gonna say like
that's
Kevin Kratz or something.
Yeah.
Incorrect on both. It is assistant coach Bob DeClercq.
Oh, wow.
Very tough one. Yep.
Where is that?
That is in
The Netherlands?
Yeah, in the Netherlands.
Okay.
All right. So, third question and final question in round 1. Which player has not also played for the Charleston Battery? A. Andrew Carlton. B. Lagos Kunga. C. Patrick Okonkwo. D. Alec Can. Ooh, just sounds of thoughts. Hard thinking here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And show your answers, guys. What do you
I
got?
have Okonkwo.
I said B.
B as in Lagos Kunga is correct.
Oh!
All right, so Tanner has 2 and Mark has 1 through round number 1. And round number 2 goes as 2 points for each correct answer. You can call for multiple choice, but the point total will reduce to 1. You have 20 seconds to answer. The opponent will be awarded 2 points if they steal and answer without multiple choice, and 1 point if they steal and answer the multiple choice. 6 points max in this. And remember, you guys can call for repeating the question once per round. All right, so since Tanner, you are in the lead, you will go first. And your question, your first question in round 2 goes, against whom did Pity Martinez score his first goal for Atlanta United?
Oh, oh wait, Orlando City.
Correct. 2 points more on the board for Tanner. All right, here we go. So, Mark, your first question goes, in the 2017 Copa Sudamericana, Ezequiel Barco scored the equalizing penalty kick in the second leg of the final against which club?
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh my days.
Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice. A. Santos. B. Palmeiras. C. Flamengo. D. Gremio.
I think I know the answer to this question. Think. Honestly, it's a shot. Dark.
I'm gonna go with D, Gremio.
That's who I would have guessed.
incorrect. You have a chance to steal, Tanner.
Well, that would have been my guess. So, what was B again?
B was Palmeiras.
We'll go with B.
Palmeiras is incorrect.
Damn, I didn't know. I don't deserve it anyway. I
Well,
was
there's
just
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, no, it would have been a guess, and I guess points matter. It doesn't matter, you know. So anyway, all right. So second question. This person, this is for Tanner. This person played for Fleetwood Town.
I'm gonna go with Anton Walks.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is incorrect. Mark, you have the chance to steal, but you cannot go to multiple choice, unfortunately.
Right. Fleetwood Town. Ooh.
I mean, I know a player that's played for Fleetwood Town, but they don't play for Atlanta United.
I'm going to say Mulroney.
Oh, that's a decent shout.
Mulroney, your final answer.
Mulroney's my final answer.
That is incorrect. The answer was Brendan Moore.
Oh,
Goalkeeper Brendan Moore.
Okay.
All right, so second
second
question
question
for
for Fleetwood
you. For you, Mark. This person played 4 years at Notre Dame before getting drafted by Atlanta United.
I don't know this one.
Or Notre Dame, or however the hell people want to say it.
All
There's
right.
like a million ways to say it.
Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice.
Aw.
A. John Gallagher. B. Gordon Wilde. C. Oliver Shannon. D. Paul Christensen.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna
Was
go
it?
with Gordon Wilde.
Gordon Wilde
Final answer.
is incorrect. Chance for a steal, Tanner.
It's A, isn't it?
It is John Gallagher. Correct.
Ah,
With a 1 point steal. All right, so
I thought it was Gallagher off the get-go. So we're good.
third question for you in round 2, Tanner. This person spent a month training at Arsenal FC.
Ooh. Who on our team has spent a month training with Arsenal? I do not have the slightest.
You can go to multiple choice.
Multiple
but
choice.
five,
Multiple
four- okay,
choice.
all right. Multiple choice. A. Dion Pereira. B. Breck Shea. C. Florentine Pogba. D. Chris McCann.
Oh, it's one of two here. It's Breck Shea.
That is correct.
For a
It's Breck
1
Shea.
point.
I remember now.
Answer there. Way to pull that out there. And third and last question in round 2 for Mark. This person received the Fair Play Award for the second time in his career after not receiving any bookings in 2014.
multiple choice.
Multiple choice. A. Justin Meram. B. Michael Parkhurst. C. Jeff Lorenowitz. D. Darlington Nagby.
I'm gonna say that sounds like a Michael Parker stat. Yeah, Michael Parker's final answer.
B is your answer, and it is incorrect.
Oh, no.
Tanner, you have a chance for a steal here.
I'm gonna go for D. Darlington Nagby.
D. Darlington Nagby is correct.
Oh, nice.
Another steal for Tanner. So,
Tanner killed it
the-
that round.
he did. So, through 2 rounds, Tanner has 2, 3, 4, 5 points to Mark's
math.
1 point. All right, so very, very crucial third round for Mark here. Okay, so in the third round, it goes like this. 3 points for each correct answer, 20 seconds to answer. Each competitor will get 3 questions from a random selection of categories. Question number 1 is weighted 2 points. Question number 2 is worth 3 points. Question number 3 is worth 5 points. No stealing allowed, 11-point maximum. 4 categories. Each competitor chooses a number between 1 through 4. Tanner, because you are leading, you have the choice of your first number.
3.
3, 4.
I swear down if Marc gets statistics again.
Marc.
2.
Marc, statistics.
2. So, Marc, 2, your category is wins.
It is
Wins.
finally not statistics.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So, your first question for a total of 2 points. Name the team for Atlanta United's first ever home win.
I know the answer to this one.
There's no multiple choice in this round, right?
Correct. And there's no stealing either.
Right.
Can I answer for the Wolves to see if I'm right?
Afterwards, maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Oh man, Chicago.
That is correct.
That is correct. March 18th, 2017. It was my birthday.
See, what had me confused? I wasn't sure if they played at Chicago first and then Chicago at home, or what. Anyway.
Well done, though. Well done. All right, so that is bringing you up to 3 points. So you will have to answer the next question. This question or answer gets you a total of 3 points if you get it correct. This person made his debut for Atlanta United versus LAFC in a 5-0 win.
His debut. Oh God, I should know this too. That was 2018.
I think I know this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I know this.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Uh-huh.
Romario Williams.
I think that's the answer.
He scored, but I don't know if that was his debut. But that's
I
my
think it
final
was
answer.
his debut.
That is unfortunately incorrect.
Oh, I thought it was him.
Oh,
The answer is Miles Robinson.
oh!
Oh.
I knew there was another one that was like it would jump out at me. Oh man.
Okay.
I really thought that was Mario's debut.
So, Marc, you must get this last question correct to force Tanner to answer one question in the third round. All right, so third question for a total of 5 points. This person scored his one of 3 career Atlanta United goals versus New England Revolution in a 3-1 win.
Franco Escobar.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
Tanner is the winner of the 3rd edition of Soccer Trivia Showdown.
Unfortunately, Marc did not have enough points. It was only 3 points to Tanner's 5. I think a record low for record 3.
Worst showing.
But it's fine. These were probably some very, very tough questions this episode. But yeah, commiserations to Marc. A valiant effort, though. But yeah, the answer was Darlington Nagby. He's he's slowly lifting the mini MLS Cup. But no, we will. It is getting where it's the second win is vitally important. So Tanner with that second win puts himself in pole position to quickly get that third in that next episode, should he have a good episode. But that pretty much.
Or Marc alternatively have a terrible one. Thanks, bud.
I'm just hoping for a sudden death, because these questions, when you guys get to a sudden death, are a lot of fun for me. So hopefully one day you guys will get to that territory. But anyway, that does it for the Soccer Trivia Showdown this week, and pretty much the entire show, except for the question of the day. And the question of the day is, for you fans as well, do you guys think it's too early for Atlanta United to be in individual training? Let us know in the comments below what you think about this whole situation. And so that is the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. And that's Tanner, that's Mark, and I'm AJ. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.